I'm not living some brave new life or whatever. I'm still in the house, still fielding calls from the landlord about cooperation between tenants, still trying to figure out how to get Owen's name off the utility bills. Tracy's still dealing with her own mess. Brenda's trying to get me to join her for a night out, but the idea of seeing people feels exhausting. But here's the thing. I'm not letting Owen back in. Not physically, not emotionally, not financially. Every day. I get a little bit more stubborn about that. The last time he tried to get in touch, it was through a mutual friend, Ricardo, who called to hear my side. I told him if Owen tries to come back here, I will have the locks changed again and the cops on speed dial. And then today, I got a letter hand-delivered, not mailed, from Owen's lawyer. He's threatening to sue me for defamation and emotional distress and wants equitable division of assets. Wants the car, half the savings, and compensation for lost business opportunities because I slandered him publicly. I just stood there in my kitchen, letter in hand, trying to decide if I should laugh or scream. So yeah, if anyone's still reading, congrats. You've made it to the end of round 2. I wish I could say I know what happens next, but honestly, I'm just getting started. Second update. Okay, so if you are still following this saga, props to you for sticking around. I honestly thought things would calm down after the lawyer letter, but lol, I should have known better. If anything, that was just Owen getting warmed up. I swear the universe must be bored because it's just throwing new curve balls every other day. Let's start with the lawyer letter because that's pretty much where everything took off. The thing was hand-delivered, shoved under my door in a cheap envelope with my name spelled wrong. Classic. Inside, the letter was full of legalese about defamation, emotional distress, lost opportunities, and Owen's demand for the car, half the savings, and compensation for public embarrassment. I read it 3 times just to make sure I wasn't hallucinating. I texted a picture of it to my brother Hank, who immediately replied with, "Is this real or did he use ChatGPT for the template?" For a hot minute, I considered ignoring it, but my parents were not having that. My dad wanted to show this clown what a real lawsuit looks like, which coming from a guy who hasn't worn a suit since 29 was kind of funny. My mom, meanwhile, started calling anyone she knew who'd ever been through a divorce, asking if I could just get everything annulled for emotional reasons. I had to Google if that's a thing. Spoiler, it's not. At least not here. Their hearts were in the right place, but NGL it just made me feel more alone sometimes, like I love them, but I needed less energy and more actual help. So I did what normal people do. I Googled local. Normal people do? I Googled local normal people do. I Googled local attorneys, read a bunch of reviews, and ended up calling one. The phone call was awkward, mostly because I had to explain everything out loud. And the woman on the other end kept going, "Wait, he did what at the fundraiser?" She told me to take photos of everything, keep all communications, and not under any circumstances let Owen back in the house or agree to any private meetings. He also said the defamation claim was probably just bluster, but I